Hi, fourth graders, it's Mrs. Hoosier. In the past couple of days, you've gone over cause and effect with Mrs. Murray and Miss Scoville, and you learned that a cause is something that makes another thing happen, and the effect is the result, what happened because of that thing. So today we're going to be practicing using a graphic organizer to fill in cause and effect relationships, and we're going to take a look at a couple passages. So here is the first one. Laura sat on the edge of her seat, tickets in hand. She had saved up her good behavior bucks all semester so that she could buy just what she wanted in the classroom store. The Mr. Sketch smelly markers were at the top of her list. She was an artist and wanted them to complete her latest project. Mrs. Cups announced that it was time to bid on the markers. Almost everyone wanted them, but Laura had the most behavior bucks, and she won the markers. It was totally worth saving them all this time. Okay, so let's look at our first cause and effect relationship. So we already have the effect filled in. Laura saved up her behavior bucks. So we want to fill in the cause. What made Laura save up her behavior bucks? Well, it says in that first paragraph, she had saved up her good behavior bucks all semester so that she could buy just what she wanted in the classroom store. Okay, so those words "so that" help us figure out that cause and effect relationship. Okay, so what made her save up her behavior bucks? Well, she wanted to buy those Mr. Sketch smelly markers. Let's take a look at the next one. So we have the cause and effect relationship here, and they give us the cause. Laura had the most behavior bucks. Okay, so we want to know what happened because she had the most behavior bucks. So if I look in my second paragraph, it says Mrs. Cups announced that it was time to bid on the markers. Almost everyone wanted them, but Laura had the most behavior bucks, and she won the markers. So we know that because she had the most behavior bucks, she was able to buy those markers that she wanted. Okay, let's look at the second passage. The landscapers had been working in the front yard all day. The Martin family needed new bushes, and the crew had dug out the old bushes and put big, beautiful plants in their place. Later that evening, Dad went outside to check out the new greenery in the front yard. He noticed water pouring down the side of the house into the basement. Running into the basement, he could feel the sopping wet carpet on his feet. It was then that he realized that while the landscapers had been digging out the old bushes, they hid a pipe deep in the ground. Now there was a huge leak. Okay, so let's look at the first one here. Okay, so we want to know what caused Dad to run into the basement. Well, it says, later that evening, Dad went outside to check out the new greenery in the front. He noticed water pouring down the side of the house into the basement. Running into the basement, he could feel the sopping wet carpet on his feet. Okay, so we know from paragraph 2, the reason he ran into the basement was he noticed water pouring down the side of the house and into the basement. Okay. So the next one gives us the cause. The landscapers dug out the old bushes in the front yard. Okay, so if we look at the paragraph 2, we want to know what happened because they were digging out the bushes in the front yard. Okay, so I see in paragraph 2 it says, it was then that he realized that while the landscapers had been digging out the old bushes, they hid a pipe deep in the ground. Now there was a huge leak. Okay, so we find out that that's what happened. That's what caused that leak. They were digging them out and hit that pipe. All right, friends, so for your next activity, you are going to be reading a passage on Fortnite, and you will be filling in a graphic organizer showing cause and effect relationships. See you then.